Hello, children. It's me, Mr. Malsberger, here with another wonderful online math video. I know you guys are just so excited sitting there in your rooms listening to me talk to you about math. Today, we are going to learn about the interior angles of polygons. That is our lesson for the day. Interior, which of course means inside, angles of polygons. Okay, so interior angles, of course, are the angles inside polygons. What is a polygon? Poly is, it means many, and gons is sides. Like pentagon, penta meaning 5, gon, sides, 5 sides. Octagon, octa meaning 8, and gon meaning sides, 8 sides on an octagon. So we are going to find the interior angles of polygons. Now, one line is just a line. It's a line segment. If I draw 2 lines, I have an angle now right here. If I draw 3 lines, I have a triangle. We know that a triangle is 180 degrees. So 3 sides is 180 degrees. A shape with 4 sides, well, we already know that's 360 degrees. Oops, forgot the 0. And the way we know this, or one of the reasons we know this, is we can split a 4-sided rectangle, or a quadrilateral in this case, in half and get 2 triangles, and each triangle is 180. But what happens if I have a 5-sided shape, like this here pentagon? Well, if I knew how many triangles were inside this pentagon, I could tell how many degrees are in there. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to pick an angle. I'm going to start right here. From here to here is 1 side. From there to there is 2. If I connect these 2 with a line, I make my first triangle. Now this line that I just created joins with this line here to make 2. So I have to make a 3rd line here to make another triangle. And now these 2 sides on the outside join to make a 3rd triangle. So that's 1, 2, 3 triangles, and 3 times 180 is 540 degrees. So a 5-sided shape, a pentagon, whether regular or irregular, a regular pentagon means all 5 angles are the exact same degree, which would be 108 actually. If you had a perfect pentagon, all the angles were the same. It'd be 108 degrees in each angle. That's a regular pentagon. An irregular one, of course, is more squished or disfigured in some ways, distorted to make the angles offset. Okay, let's try another one. What if I made a 6-sided shape? 6-sided shape. Well, I'm going to do the same thing. We're going to find 2 lines that make an angle, and I'm going to connect them and make a triangle. Now the line I just made, I'm going to match it with its new buddy, because I just created a new angle. I'm going to connect those 2 with a 3rd line to make another triangle. Now again, the line I just drew, I'm going to match with this new angle that I created and connect it again. And the last 2 lines are connected to make the 4th triangle. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles. So that's 4 times 180. Skateboarders out there might know what 2 360s are. 2 360s are. That sounds better. We know a full turn is 360. A 540 in my day was called the McTwist. And 2 full 360s is 720. I do believe first pulled off by Tony Hawk. Okay. Well, could I give you a 7-sided shape? I guess so. Let's try it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, that's weird looking. Okay. So, same basic concept though. Let's find two sides that make an angle. Turn them into a triangle. Now I just created a new angle. Gonna make that into a triangle. And the other new angle, again, go into the point, and then this angle here. Okay, so the 5-sided shape had 3 triangles. The 6-sided shape had 4 triangles. And you guessed it, the 7-sided shape has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 triangles. 5 times 180, well, that's 500 plus 400, and that is 900. Also, first pulled off by Tony Hawk on a skateboard ramp. All right, I'm going to give you an octagon. This is going to be your first little challenge here. Give it to you to try out. Do I want to give you an octagon? Yeah, why not? Okay. 8 sides. Well, here's an angle. Make a triangle. I just made an angle there. Make a triangle. Just made an angle there. Make a triangle. Just made an angle here. Make a triangle. Make the angle there. And there's my triangle. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 triangles in an octagon. 6 times 180. Well, that's 600 plus 480. That's 600 and 400 make 1,000, so 1,080. Could I make a nonagon? That's right. That's what you call a 9-sided shape, a nonagon. 10-sided shape is a decagon. And then once you get after a decagon, they just start numbering them, and it goes an 11agon, a 12agon, a 13agon, a 14agon, a 15agon, all the way up to, I don't know how many gons you can get to before it turns into a circle, but it's, yeah. Anyways, a nonagon. Let's see if I can pull this off. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ooh, I think I did it. Let's see if I can make enough triangles to make this work. Let's see, there's an angle here. I'm going to make a triangle. There's an angle there. Let's make a triangle. Just made an angle here. Let's turn that into a triangle with the next line. Let's turn this into a triangle. Bink, bink. There's the next line I go to. 1, 2. Yes, I always switch there for some reason. Why can't I do it that way? All right, so a nonagon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 triangles in a 9-sided shape. Okay, so 7 times 180. That's 700 plus 560, and the 7 and the 5 makes 1,260. Okay. I've got a practice sheet for you here. This is Interior Angles of Polygons Practice. You should be able to download it if you want to, or you can just do it right onto a piece of paper. Pause the video. Draw some triangles. Number 7 is a little interesting, but I'm sure you can figure it out. And I'll solve them with you here in a second. Pause the video. Okay. We're back. We're live. We're chopping up shapes into triangles. We're cutting up some chips. Here we go. All right, number one, this four-sided shape. We know a four-sided shape is going to make two triangles. And that's 2 times 180, and we know that's 360. That's a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think that's an 8-sider. I like to notch them when they get past like 5. To say that's 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is an 8-sided one. So let's see. Let's make a triangle here. There's my next line to join. And my next angle. My next angle. And my next one. Why do I always have to switch grip? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 times 180. We just did this. That's 600 plus 480. That's 1,000. And 80 degrees. It's an interior angle sum. This is a tie or a, it's just a four-sided shape. So I'll just go, I like to make them the same. Could have chopped it that way and made 2 different sized ones. So you got 2 triangles here. 2 times 180, of course, is 360 degrees. Moving over to the, this is a 5-sider, a pentagon. I'm going to make this into an angle. There's my next 2 lines. Make an angle here. I've got 1, 2, 3. 3 times 180 is 30 and 240. That's 540 degrees. All right, and now we're moving over to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 6-sider, a hexagon. I'm going to start right with these 2 and make a triangle. Now these 2 are going to make a triangle. Now these 2 are going to make a triangle. I see 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 triangles right here. 4 times 180 is this big 720 degree. Well, this ugly thing is got to be something like a 7-sider. Let's see. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It is a 7-sider. So let's draw some triangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Weird. Anyways, I don't know what I was counting there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's what I was doing. Okay, interesting. All right, so I've got 5 triangles. 5 times 180. That's 500 and 400, which makes 900 degrees. And last but not least, this is a 5-sided shape, so it's a smashed in pentagon. This is interesting. If I connect these here, there, that'll work. Okay, so connect this to here. There's 1, and these 2 make that one. It's 3 again. 1, 2, 3. I guess all 5-sided shapes are 3. So 3 times 180. That's 300 plus 240, which is 540 degrees. Okay. Hopefully you got the same answers I did. And now we're going to move on to solving equations inside polygons. That's what all this really is. I'm just hiding an algebraic equation, 2 steps, inside multi-sided shapes. So, equations in polygons. Let's see. Well, let's start with something nice and easy, like a 4-sided shape. Right? Okay. Let's say I make this one 80. Right there. Oh, it looks bigger than Almost looks like a 90-degree angle. I'll make it 85 just for fun. And this guy looks like he's at least a 105. And I made this guy right here an 80. So this guy is the unknown. You would look at this, and of course my angles are not perfect because I'm just throwing numbers into drawings. But you'd say I have a four-sided shape. Now, slashing through here and making a bunch of triangles is messier. So what we're going to do is we're going to just count the sides, because what we know is that one side is not a triangle, two sides is not a triangle. That's the sides, right? But three sides is your first triangle. When you get to four sides, well, we had two triangles. When we had the five-siders, the pentagons, they had three triangles. And the hexagons, six sides. That's right, we had four triangles. And so on, the pattern continued. We did eight-siders, and there were six triangles inside. So instead of drawing the triangles, we are going to do this. It's going to be the sides of the shape minus 2, right? So 3 sides minus 2 is going to get me to 1 triangle. 4 sides minus 2 is going to get me to the number 2, and that's the number of triangles. So 4 sides here, 4 minus 2 is 2. 2 times 180 means my total is going to be 360, right? That's what I'm trying to do, is get my total first. I've got an x plus whatever these things all add up to. That's going to be 110, 190, and 270. That makes up your equation. Isn't this what you really wanted to do today? You're like, I want to figure out how to get equations out of shapes. This is what math is. We're just playing games. I'm just giving you codes. That's really all this is. I draw this box around these numbers instead of giving you this basic equation to solve, which you could solve. It's a one-step equation. I'm now hiding it in the rules of geometry. This is just a puzzle. That's all this is. It's a puzzle game. You have to recognize the shape, know, well, this is how many degrees are inside, and do the simple math that is given. Subtraction and division are all you're ever going to do to figure out the missing angles. That's all this is. It's just a puzzle. And your first step is always to do the sides minus 2. Of course, when you get to the equation, you would subtract the 270. That's what you're always going to do, because you're always going to get positive values for the angle, so you're always taking it away. Never negative issues over here. This isn't the million-dollar question. This is always a standard. You did this in first grade, multi-digit subtraction. 360 minus 270, well, 36 minus 27 is 9, so that's going to be 90. So that x is 90. Pretty close, right? Okay. Let's do another one. Okay, that looks like a fun shape. This looks like 100 degrees here. And this looks like 95 degrees right there. Right? I hope you agree with me. This one is going to be x. This one is going to be x plus 10. Right here, it looks like we've got 120. And this one's a big one. Let's say 115. And let's hope my math works out. Perfect. Because honestly, you never know when you dive into a problem like this. Okay, first thing we're going to do. Sides minus 2. Because we don't want to draw those triangles. And then we're going to multiply by 180 and then solve for x. Okay, here we go. You ready? I've got my two x's here, but I'm going to take care of the sides first, right? Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 sides. Sides minus 2 means there are 4 triangles. 4 times 180 is 720. So that is going to be my interior sum for this angle problem. I've got those two x's I was talking about. Now I've got to do some addition. Now when I look at this mess, the first thing I'd want to do is I'd want to put the 95 with the 115 because I'd want to get my 5 to make a 10. It's just easier to count. So I've got 90 and 110 right there. See the 110 right there? So that's 200 plus the 2 5s makes 210. 210, 310. I like 420 right. 310, 320, 440. Okay. 440. I'm going to double check that one more time. There's 1, 2, 300s. Plus 35, 40. So 340 plus 90 is, 35, 40. Oh, I didn't add that 10. Woohoo! 3, 35, 340, 430, 440. Yeah. Head math is fun. I'm not using calculators. It's just too much of just relying on resources right now. I'm home alone. Well, not really alone. My whole family's here. I'm going to borrow there for a second just for fun. There's 80 and there's going to be 280. We're going to divide that. That's always the last step if there's a coefficient here. Get 140. So this is 140 right there. That's 150 right there. Isn't this just fun? It's just an equation. The one thing that's nice about these equations are it's only ever going to be a 1 or a 2 step. You're always subtracting and dividing if it's a 2 step. If it's a 1 step, you're either subtracting or dividing. You're never multiplying. You're never adding. You're never going to get negative numbers for your answers. So in that sense, it's pretty straightforward. Let's do another one. Okay. Ooh, dink and dink. Well, we know what those are. And then, this one looks like 100. Let's put an X. Let's make them both X's. Do they look like the same angles? I think this guy's 10 bigger. That looks like fun. Okay. All right. What is this strange looking shape here? We've got, let's see, one side here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sides minus 2. That's what I'm going to do. There's 3. I'm going to multiply by 180. Get the interior sum. That's going to be 540. Now I'm going to solve for x. So again, I have two x's here. And I'm going to add some stuff to it. And I've got 540 for my total. Well, I've got 110 right here. This is gonna, this is 90. And that's 90. Okay. 90 plus 90 is 180. That's 280. 290 is what I've got. Okay. So again, this is a two-step equation. I'm going to subtract that 290 from both sides. And 10 more gets me 300, and that's 240 more, so it's 250. There, you can use your calculator. Or I could have borrowed. I don't like borrowing. 14 minus 9 is 5. 4 minus 2 is 2. I'm now going to divide by 2. And I get x equals 100, and half of 50 is 25. So this is 125. This guy down here is 125 plus 10 more, which is 135 degrees. Well, now, let's have you practice that with these 4 lovely shapes. Of course, pause the video, and we'll solve these here in a second. All right, you should be done by now since you've unpaused the video. Here we go. Sides minus 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 minus 2 is 2 times 180 means this is going to be a 360 interior sum. Got 2 x's plus 110, 130. That's 230, 40. 240. Take it away. Okay. 36 minus 24 is 12, so that's 120. So I'm going to divide by 2. Get x equals 60. So 60 degrees here and 60 degrees there. Okay, this is bigger. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 6 sides. 6 minus 2 is 4, and 4 times 180 I know is 720. So for this equation, my sum's going to be 720. Ooh, I've got 1, 2, 3 x's here. 3x plus. I'm going to add the 135 and the 25. That's 130, 150, 160, 170 plus 40 is 210. 310 plus 80 more is 390. Okay. I got that right? That's going to be 220, 320, 355, 365, 370, 380, 390, yeah. This is how we did stuff in the olden days. We didn't use them calculators. So 400, that's going to be 320 plus 10 more is 330. Or you would borrow 12 minus 9 and 6 minus 3. Divide by 3 and you get x equals 110 degrees. So that's 110 plus 25, so that's 135 degrees there. This one is 110 exactly, and this guy's 10 more, which is 120. Moving on, we're going to number 3. It's a 4-sider, so it's 4 minus 2. 2 times 180 is 360 again. This time I've got 3 x's. 85 plus 35, so that makes 90. 90 plus 30 is 120. I'm going to take that away from both sides. I get 3x equals, well, that's going to be 240. Divide by 3. 3 goes into 24 8 times, so that's 80. So it means this guy's 80. This guy's 80. This guy's 80 plus 35. Well, the 20 makes 100, so that leaves 15. So 115 degrees. Last one. 5-sider. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 sides minus 2 equals 3. 3 times 180 is a 540. I've got 2 x's plus, well, 15 and 15 is 30. 30 and 130 is 160. Ooh, wait, no, I'm going to skip that. I'm going to do 130 and 70 to make 200, 300. Now it's 330. That's easier. I like that better. Okay. Subtraction. That's going to be 0, 1, and 2. That's 210. I divide by 2. 200 divided by 2 is 100. Divide 10 in half. I get 5. So x equals 105. So I got 105 plus 15. That's 15 plus 5 is 20. So this is 120 here and 120 there. And there you go. That was the Finding Interior Angles practice. You're going to have a homework sheet. Where did I leave that? There it is. Here's your homework sheet. And it's, of course, attached to the document. And yes, I did get bored and start coloring them, mainly because that one looked like a bug. Hope you guys have a good rest of your week. This homework will be due Monday, basically. All right. Miss you guys. Take care.